it's Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and I've got the latest Japanese Disney colouring book here today. Now on the back it's got thumbnails of this with black and white line art. Now I do have to tell you that the line art is not black and white, but it's actually multicolours, and it reminds me a little bit of Arie's Tracing Around the World colouring book, and it is actually quite hard to see. So if vision is a problem, this book, although lovely, it might not be one for you. Look at that gorgeous pink cover. And the idea is, as you see, it's very much like Arie's book, where you trace around these elements before you colour in. Now, because of the coloured ink being used on here, it may not film very well. So let's dive inside. Now we've got the lovely title page with this gorgeous cover art. And I have to tell you that that picture is in the best line art that you'll find as far as readability goes. The rest of the actual colour pictures are a little bit hard to see. So we've got our little instructions here to trace around and colour in and add your own little bits and pieces, and we can follow the artist on Instagram and have a look at these gorgeous coloured images. Now again, they've used thumbnails on here that are black and white ink, but they look so much clearer here than they actually do in the coming up pages. And we've got this lovely toned background that they're set on, and they're page numbered as well. So lovely little visual index. And now we get to the actual colouring pages. Now it folds down beautifully, and you can see that it's a travel inspired book. We've got Australia over here with a kangaroo. We've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Eiffel Tower, Egypt, etc. And a gorgeous little Chippendale over there having a nap. This one has a green line art, and I do hope that you can see it on camera. Now we have Mexico, and it's very similar to Arie's, you know, travel around the world. Northern Europe, and not a lot of Disney happening there, but we do have some over here now. So we've got our lovely little Disney princess, and we've still got that green colouring. There's a picture of that lovely London bus that we seen earlier that was coloured pink. And here's Mickey and Minnie off on an adventure with Big Ben, and that's the UK. We've got the underground and little tea shops, red phone boxes, and Winnie the Pooh. And so we've got Winnie and Hee-Haw over there and Piglet. But again, it's really hard to pick this up on camera. We've got Alice in Wonderland here in different poses, falling down and looking up. Tinkerbell. And Peter Pan. Very simple outlines, because part of the fun for this book, like Arie's book, and here we have France, is the actual tracing component. Got Mickey and Minnie. And look at our gorgeous cats. Aren't they lovely? Now some of the illustrations do run up into the spine, but it does fold down really easily. Look at her gorgeous little bottom with her cute little fluffy tail. Mickey and Minnie. I think they're in Venice. And here we have Pinocchio and Geppetto's. Now we're in the Netherlands, Mickey and Minnie certainly get around. We've got Princess in Europe here with our 7 dwarfs and Snow White. It seems unusual that they've done it with this very faint or very hard to see line art. It's not that it's faint so much, it's just that the green that they're using is hard to actually see. But we've got some gorgeous images here. Lovely double page scene. The Mediterranean. Japan. Chippendale in Japan. And look at the little pagoda with Mickey and Minnie silhouettes. And here we have US. Statue of Liberty. Lovely donuts and burgers. And of course Mickey. We've got cowboys in Texas. And Dumbo. Isn't this one gorgeous? And of course this looks like it's Hawaii. And then we've got Disneyland in Australia, which we don't have in Australia at all. But so we've got kangaroos and koalas. Lots of fish and a giant frog there. This is Micronesia. So we've got some Polynesian girls by the look of it. And Aladdin. Then we have Africa. And then we come to the end. So the whole thing is printed in this lime green, which is, it is nice, but it is hard to see. Now it's a medium quality paper, it's white. It's quite smooth, but there's a little bit of texture there to it. The images are double-sided. Not really one if you have a visual impairment, but it is good because it's got the larger style images. And I know most people didn't really like Arie's last book, but there's a lot of people that did like tracing. So if you like Disney and you like tracing and large open spaces, then you might like this one. The links to buy it are below the video. Until next time, happy colouring.